Are you Muslim? Are you Christian? Okay. How can I help you, sir?
Sorry, what was the discussion about?
I am asking the questions about Quran.
Yeah.
So Muslims made a claim that Quran is all over the world. It is the same. Do you believe that? Sorry?
The Quran's revealed in different accents, so...
What's happening? Just a moment, sir. Spitting on someone is against law and it's a crime action. Okay. Brother, can you hold this one? Yeah. So, do you believe Quran is the same all around the world? Sorry, I missed you answered the question, but I missed your answer.
Yeah, no, it's just that I'm not like an expert in this field, in this specific field, but I believe it's revealed in different accents. So
What is accents?
honestly, I don't know much about this.
So, is the accent means if something is different in accent, does it mean writing is different and the meaning is different?
The writing can be different, this word can be...
So writing is different and the meaning is different.
No, the meaning can't be different.
Meaning has to be same, but you believe writing is different.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you read Arabic?
I can read it, but I can't, like...
Do you understand Arabic? You don't understand Arabic. I'll show you the visual version first. The one I was showing to your brother was an example from Surah 4 verse 43. Okay? Can you read the verse for me? I guess you read, you just don't understand. Yeah, can you read the verse for me? Okay, that's okay. You can't read it. That's okay. That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you example. You will see writing is different, and I'm gonna show you meaning is different. Okay? But by the time I do that, can you get your Quran if you've got on your phone, and then because you don't read Arabic,
I don't have much fun.
to you.
I can read the words, but it's just the actual...
So therefore, I want you to check the meaning of it.
Which reverse? Is it Surah 446?
43. 43, sir.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 43.
Are you Muslim as well, sir?
I'm a Christian. No, we're just friends from university, so it's checking out.
Sir, I will deal with you once I finish with them. Can you wait a little bit?
Surah 46.
43. Surah 4, 43. Let me just first let me show you the physical evidence.
Because I think you're arguing about an alif being there or not before. An-Nisa, is that?
That's the name of the surah. So you need to find the verse 43. I can read it for you as well from here if you want. Okay? So this is the Hafs Quran with the Arabic and English of the Surah 4 verse 43. Okay? Now in a state, yeah, that's fine. You can read it. Your English is very, very much better than mine. If you read it loud for me,
Which bit?
whole verse of Surah 443. So it is, overall it is talking about when you need to clean yourself. Okay?
It's 44 though.
No, I'm sorry. This one you are reading the 43.
Okay.
It says, when you have been in contact with woman, okay, in contact is the word I am having problem. When you have been in contact with a woman and you find no water, okay, then take for yourself clean salt, sand, or earth, okay? His is the same word. So this is the words, okay, when you are in contact with a woman. I want you to observe this Arabic writing, okay? And then look at the Hafs Quran, this Quran, underline word. No, this is Hafs Quran.
Okay.
So this is the word you are looking, okay? When you look at here, this word is written different than this one. It has extra elif here. Can you see? So this extra elif change meaning lamastum. That's more. Yeah. So this extra elif change meaning from sorry, can I touch you, brother?
Yeah.
Contact like this, then contact in a sexual sense.
But inherently, those two in that context mean the same thing.
No. So when do you do ghusl? When do you do ghusl? So when you have sexual contact with someone, you do the ghusl, okay? When do you do the wudu? Do you do wudu when you shake my hand? Yes, you will be unclean and then you will do the wudu. So what is the difference between wudu and ghusl? So one of them is you have full bath. That's when you have sex with someone, okay? When you have sex with a woman, you do ghusl, which means you fully wash yourself. Wudu is when you shake hands. I'll show you I will show intimacy. So what does that mean? Is intimacy not means having sex? Doesn't include sex.
It's the same thing. Even
how can it be the same if one of them is hand touch, other one is have sexual intercourse?
The house is not touch. It's not touch, normal touch, intimacy. The same thing. The context is the same thing.
You look very handsome when you lie. Sir, you saw by your own eyes, they are written differently. Okay, I am making case that they are different. Now I'm going to show you the dictionary. I'm going to show you the dictionary. I'm going to show you the dictionary.
What's the verse number?
You don't even know what we are talking about. You are just making silly cases.
I'm not lying.
You're lying. You're lying, and I don't have much expectations for.
Okay, if I'm lying, then prove me wrong.
So I'm going to show you the dictionary.
You're just picking up different readings here. It shows that you're magnifying readings.
The Quran was revealed in both those readings.
Sorry?
The Quran was revealed in both those readings.
Quran is revealed in both of those
I mean,
readings.
it depends on the situation. Like, I don't know exactly.
I will challenge that, but first let me show you.
Because you know, like,
Maliki, Mulk, Maliki, same thing. They're picking that up.
because it was revealed.
Sir, I'm going to make my case for that. Okay? Here's the dictionary definition.
Sorry.
Bring the verse and we'll see what it's talking about, the context.
Wait, so which one are you talking about?
He felt it or touched it. Touched it with his hand. Okay?
Bring the verse.
So that's one of them.
What's the verse?
And then in here, have sexual intercourse with someone. He touched it with hand. This is the same word. Yeah, that's from this is from the word by word. Okay? Because I'm looking for two different words. I'm looking for two different words. One of them is hand touch. Other one is have sexual intercourse with one another. That's the first point. Second point is. Second point is. You made a claim that Quran revealed in both of ways.
I know. I'm saying in certain situations, there's been like certain situations the Prophet revealed it in two different accents.
Accent.
Yeah.
But how can this be accent?
It's not accent.
While How can this be two different accents while they are written differently and the meaning is differently? Which one are you gonna follow?
I think
Are you gonna do voodoo
not me saying.
or are you gonna have a bath?
Now,
You go with the scholarly consensus.
Sorry?
Go with the scholarly consensus.
You go with scholar. So one Quran says,
please tell us.
sir, he goes to the university. You go to university?
Yeah, I went to university.
So he went to university. I think he's clever enough to answer and engage with me. Sir, can you come to this way, please?
I just want.
I'm like too much turn. Sir, I'm too much turn. Can you come a little bit this side?
Sorry, I just want to know, in terms of the verse, can you get an opinion from two different Sahaba, right, with two different interpretations of that verse? Is there such a thing?
So I'm asking the question, if there are two different versions, so if you are okay with the two different versions, which one are you going to follow? Are you going to have bath or are you just going to wash your hands? Are you going to do the voodoo or are you going to do the ghusl? So you are going to go with the scholars. Okay, which scholar?
I'm saying, like, the consensus.
Which one?
Consensus on this topic.
How can it be same while it is two different Qurans?
No, but I personally don't know which, like, I feel that the reading is the same for both. And
But you see they are different, written different, and then I show you from the dictionary, meaning is different.
It's like in my head. It's like if I approach a woman, like in the Bible, there's certain situations where it talks about like if I approach someone, like if I approach someone in bed or something, and if I have sex with them, that has the same meaning in a way.
So, in your verse, it is saying, okay, if you do handshake, brother, can you shake my hand? If I do handshake, if he is Muslim, he needs to do wudu. What is wudu? You wash your hands. So implications are two different things. I am asking, while they are written different, their meaning is different, and their application is different. Which scholar are you gonna follow regarding which Quran?
I'm asking you because you seem to be this expert.
I'm not expert. I'm asking question to the Muslims. Sorry, can you allow him to speak?
Bro, just tell him to go.
It means intimate touch. Same thing.
So intimate touch and handshake is the same thing. If it is the same thing, why you need to do ghusl in one occasion and then the wudu in other occasion? If it is the same thing.
Translate touch for us.
Sir, I already showed your brother the dictionary definition of it. All you are doing is trying to just take him away. But I told you, he went to university. Allah give him brain. Let him to practice it. Come on, man.
Go ahead, tell him how to.
I'm saying I need to go and understand scholarly consensus on this topic, right? And I don't believe that they're going to have two different consensus on this. Do you understand? Like, I feel like
Translate touch for us.
I'm listening. Please finish your sentence. I'm listening.
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah, I believe that scholars aren't going to have a consensus on this. They're either going to be ghusl or wudu. So like, if they don't.
So instead of following the Quran, which Quran do you recite? Hafs Quran. So instead of following the Hafs Quran, you are going to go to the scholar. Because Hafs Quran says different than the other Quran I show it to you. So,
the meaning is the same.
can you tell me what is the name of this Quran? Are you able to read it? Oh, sorry, you can't read it. So this is the Quran of Ruah. Okay? That's different from the Hafs Quran. Okay? This is the Quran of Shaba. Okay? That's different from the Hafs Quran. This is the Quran of Assam according to Shaba. That's different from the Quran you read. Hafs Quran. Okay? This is the Hafs Quran. Okay? This is the Al-Layth bin Khalat's Quran. Different than the Hafs Quran. Caliph's Quran. Okay? And then that's the Kalim's Quran. And there are 37 different Arabic Qurans out there. So one Quran is different from the other Quran.
In this specific verse we're talking about,
Yeah, they are different. So I showed you only two examples. I showed you only two examples. All together, how can they be consistent if one of them is telling you application of this is for you to have fully bought?
I feel like the one that's saying like
Your feelings are not going to get you to heaven.
that's what I'm taking from the
Okay? So your feelings are not going to get you to heaven.
I agree.
Your scholars are not going to get you to hell.
Sorry, so can I talk to you for 2 minutes? I'm really sorry. I just need to speak to you for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Say the police plate.
Yeah.
Okay. So, JC,
Let's go.
I need you to look after those Qurans. The way you,
After that,
Okay, yeah, sure.
I don't know him. No.
I caught the speeding on the camera.
Just
I can stay here for a few
okay. Those books are like so important. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a
You know
moment.
why? Because I feel the speeding.
Can you stop it?
I feel the speeding.
Just a moment. Just make my point. Those Qurans are different from one another. Meaning is different.
Let me show- only-
No, they are very important. If someone takes them, they don't come back. So you have seen, writing is different. I have shown you from the dictionary, meaning is different, and you want to follow the scholars, okay? So my issue is,
You know how Arabic
All-
has multiple levels of meaning for specific words, right? The word can be implied in different ways. So like, it could be that situation, yeah? And I feel like,
but so I'm not asking, for example, Surah 4 verse 34, okay? It talks about beat your wife. Okay? So
if you go to the-
Muslim, just a moment. If you go to the hadith, it says beat your wife that her skin is greener than her dress. Okay? So I'll show you that one. I'll show you that one. So I heard that Muslims made a claim that beat can be in lots of different ways.
it's about the miswak.
Just a moment, just a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna respond to that. Oh, that's different topic. But in here, I am showing you not one verse, one word from one Quran. I am holding 7 different Arabic Qurans, and I am showing you from the different Arabic Qurans. Here's the thing I told you before I move to the other topic. Your scholars are not gonna be in your side on the day of judgment for you to make your way to heaven. Okay, they are not going to be there. The issue is, according to Islamic tradition, it is the right recitation of the Quran. I am holding here 7 different. I have at home altogether 37 Qurans. It is the right recitation is going to intercede for you, not your scholar, but the right one.
You know when
But right.
Caliph Uthman, he standardized the Quran. Like,
Sorry?
He burned all the wrong copies. And how come there was a unanimous consensus
So
then?
you believe Uthman burned all the different Qurans?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he made one Quran.
Standardized Quran. That
So why I have 7 different Qurans here and then 30 at home?
You know what reading is?
So how come this be reading while you saw it's written different, name is different, meaning is different, application is different?
The same
at the
context,
time,
the
it
same
was
meaning.
all these Qurans, the ones that are legitimate, they have the same they have the same. At that time, it was decided they have the same meaning.
So who decided that?
Like all the Sahaba.
All the Sahaba is decided that. So was it Muhammad? Was Muhammad there?
Not at that specific time.
No, Muhammad wasn't there. Muhammad never saw any of those Qurans, even the one you recite. Because in the Quran of Muhammad, there was a verse saying adult needs to suck the breast of woman for 10 times. No, that was in the Quran of Muhammad. I can make my point on that as well if you want. So, Muhammad never saw any of those Qurans. Abu Bakr never saw any of those Qurans. Umar, who never had a revelation from Allah, never communicated with Allah, never seen Angel Gabriel, made the decision to burn all the Qurans which disagreed with the one, and then he created one. That's what you say.
Quran was
Just a moment.
learned by heart by all these people.
No,
He didn't just do it off
No,
the whim.
it-
He
no,
had a
no.
consensus, he had a close scholar.
consent of whom? Did he have the consent of Ubay bin Ka'b?
You just didn't point out one of
Did he have the
Yes.
consent of Ubay bin Ka'b?
Yes. Yes. You tell us.
You don't know.
You tell us.
So why did I ask this name? Because Ubay bin Ka'b is according to Muhammad, the one you need to take the Quran from. Did Uthman have the consent of Ubay bin
How
Ka'b?
strong is this hadith, what you're saying?
That's Muhammad himself says. I can show it to you if you want it.
He said,
So that's the first one. Quran of Ubay bin Ka'b was different than Quran of Uthman. And Quran of Uthman is different than the Quran of Muhammad. That's first thing. Did
How
Uthman,
many people are backing
how many people are,
were taking his side as opposed to Uthman's side in that situation?
Uthman was the caliph. He just got rid of all the other Qurans. It's not about who is picking his side. You are talking about the eternal word of Allah. And eternal word of Allah has been corrupted by human beings. And Allah allowed that to do so. Uthman is the first one who burned the Qurans.
So like in the Prophet's time,
Uthman burned the Qurans. You see how serious is that? Uthman discredit Ubay bin Ka'b's Quran. Uthman discredit Ibn Masud's Quran.
you don't think there would have been a massive uproar?
You haven't shown any.
There was.
The amount of
There was. Have you heard Ibn Masud?
Yes.
Do you know what happened to Ibn Masud?
You tell us.
You don't know. So Ibn Masud's Quran was different from the
How was
Uthman's
it different? How was
Quran.
it
Okay? He had different chapter names
No,
and
no,
his
no,
Quran,
no, no.
chapter numbers.
I told
Just a moment. Let me finish. I can see. You don't want him to speak, but can I just remind you? Can I just remind you? He went to university, so he's got brain. It's not about the Fatiha. Current Quran has Fatiha. So Ibn Masud's Quran was different. He didn't want to give his Quran to Uthman. Do you know what Uthman did? They broke his rib.
No,
They broke his rib.
That's different.
Why?
Why are you lying?
Because I'm not lying. Do you want the source for that?
Yes. He didn't add Fatiha and
Let me get my phone.
What's your phone?
Sorry. What's wrong with that?
Look at your boots.
Yeah, I put it here. It's usually there. Like
Hey, safe.
there is not. It's safe here. It's absolutely safe.
Sorry.
Sir, I am giving you the reference for the Ubay bin Ka'b. Okay. Sorry, Ibn Masud.
he didn't add Fatiha because he thought it was an open.
Oh, if it was about Fatiha,
Yes.
that would be much easier. If it was about Fatiha, why did they separated his ribs?
You're saying he just because he broke the rib, you're telling that it's different Quran.
what was the actual issue?
Actually, before I move to the Masud, I want to remind you that actually Muhammad beat Ubay bin Ka'b from his chest. Beat Muhammad from his Ubay bin Ka'b in his chest because he was disagreeing with the recitation Muhammad given to him. But let me give you the Masud.
You know we have so many gospels. Gospel of James, Gospel of Mark.
There is no Gospel of James. You are such a liar without any shame.
Yes, carbon dating.
But I must express, as you lie, all you do is you are represent.
I'm a liar.
This gentleman is Christian. You said you are Christian?
Yeah.
Have you read the Bible, sir?
Yes. I'm a liar.
Can you tell me where is it in the Bible, Gospel of James?
I'm a scholar liar.
Is Bartolman my God? Is Bartolman my Bible? No.
Your history. You have so many gospels.
Bartolman says Islam is false religion, by the way. Just a side information. I'm just going to give you the reference. Let me give you the first reference, sir, and then you make your comments, and then I'm happy to move to the Bible.
Talking about happened in the lifetime of the companions. 20 years after. How can people forget? Oh, we forgot everything. Oh, let's make a new Quran.
Even Muhammad forget it. He praised people for reminding him the Quran.
But the Prophet forgot verses though. That's the thing. The Prophet, peace be upon him, forgot verses though. He forgot verses himself, according to Islamic literature.
In the Quran.
Okay?
You're lying.
Are you listening? Ibn Masud's hips are broken. Okay? Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna make this side.
Okay, he didn't add Fatiha in his Quran. He was
It's not about the Fatiha. His hips are broken. By
because he
whom?
wanted to
Who
keep
broke his hips? Who broke his hips? Who broke his hips?
Why is that relevant?
Who broke his
Why is it
hips?
relevant? Why is it relevant?
It is relevant. Listen very carefully.
Companions had the war. Okay, and what? Why is it relevant?
Okay, I'm gonna read it. It's very long. I'm gonna read it from halfway through. Okay.
The main parts.
You have to check the content, the content of his.
Valid campaign of Uthman, who reminded Ibn Masud that he was their treasure, and that he was therefore not opposed to the Walid.
Sorry, where's it from?
My source is Muslim website. Actually, not only Muslim website. This is from by Ammar bin Yasir.
Answer one question. You answer your
Beloved.
one.
It is about title of the book is Beloved of the Prophet. Okay. So I'm just gonna come down. I thought I was a treasure for the Muslims, but if I am for you, then I have no need of that office. He reminded, however, in Kufa, but definitely in the ranks of the opposition and throne, therefore in the side of Wali. When Uthman, in his effort to issue a standard text of the Quran, ordered other texts to be destroyed. Ibn Masud refused to do so.
Okay.
Uthman ordered all the Qurans to be destroyed. Ibn Masud refused to do so.
Why did he refuse?
Ibn Masud refused to do so.
Why?
You gotta imagine,
His order was carried out. His order was carried out with such a violence that among the physical injuries suffered by Ibn Masud were 2 broken ribs.
Okay.
Uthman orders all the Quran to be destroyed.
What's the difference between
Ibn Masud refused it. I am gonna tell it. Ibn Masud refused it. What happens?
Okay.
Sorry, what happens?
He broke it.
What happens? He was
according
attacked.
to your source.
He was attacked. What happened to him?
And
According to your source.
What happened to him? His hips are broken. How many?
and
2 of his hips are broken.
okay, you tell us the
So,
content of his Quran. Tell us what's in the
if you
Quran.
were correct, and if the companions give permission and okay to the Quran of Uthman, can you please tell me why Ubay Ibn Masud has 2 broken hips?
Okay, listen.
That's a good question.
He has 2 broken hips because he was emotional and he thought that his Quran was the right one.
So he was emotional. He thought his Quran was the right Quran.
Listen,
That's
he
not answering
believed-
my question.
Listen.
Why he has 2 broken hips?
He was attacked and
He was attacked by whom?
okay, and the soldier.
By whom?
Yes, the guard.
By whom?
What's your point then?
By whom?
What's your point? He was a governor, yes. And what's your point?
By whom? Who he was attacked? Thank you, Uthman. So now we identify that.
You need to know. You have to tell us the difference.
Now
in the
we
Quran.
identify
You have to show
that,
us the
sir. I think that just simply butchers your argument regarding the companions agreed with Uthman.
you're giving
So
one- you're
that's the
giving one-
first point.
he-
Yeah, that's the first.
I mean, there's
That's the
thousands.
no, that's not the 1,000. That's not the thousands. So Ubay bin Ka'b is the one. Like you need to discredit all of others, and Ubay bin Ka'b is the one. Muhammad says, "Take the Quran from this guy." Let me give you the reference for that.
Learn from him, not he's the only one. You got it wrong.
Wait.
In Yamama, you know how many.
Ubay bin
houses there
Ka'b
were?
was the best of us in the recitation of the Quran, yet
Yes.
we left some of his recitations.
And
Wait. When the Apostle of Allah, may Allah bless him, breathed his last, not more than 4 persons had the Quran in its entirety.
okay, and
When Muhammad took his last breath, when he died from the poisoned food, only 4 people knew the Quran by heart. Okay? Only 4. Names of those people.
In your mama, in your mama.
Name of those people. Zayd bin Talid, Abu Zayd, Muam bin Jabal, Ubay bin Ka'b.
Listen, what you're talking about is different. That happened early on. Maybe they were early on. They were the only people.
Do you understand there was a system of
In
correction with the
in your
Sahaba?
mama,
If
in your
one of them
mama,
made
you
a
know how
mistake, the others were correct.
In your mama, 800.
Which others?
No, I'm saying like this is a whole system in place.
I don't understand that whole system in the place. So, I'll put it very simple.
You're taking it out
You
of
don't have the Quran of Muhammad. Okay? That's first point.
I really doubt it. That's not right.
That's not true.
You know
Okay,
the
in the
Quran,
time-
it was
I'm sorry, he's not allowing me to speak.
Go ahead.
In the Quran of Muhammad, according to Umar, there were the breast suckling verses. In the current Quran, that is not there, first point. Second point is, Ubay bin Ka'b's Quran was different from the current Quran you are reading.
show us
That-
the difference. Show us the exact.
But I already told you the different, what happened to the Ibn Masud. You simply discredit that.
He told you the difference. Okay, he didn't add Al-Fatiha.
No, that's a huge lie.
He never added it.
That is a huge lie.
Ask any
Ibn
person.
Masud,
That's true.
Ask any
Ibn
person.
Masud
Yes.
had only 111 chapters.
Yes.
If it wasn't Fatiha,
What were the other three?
if
What
it
were the other
wasn't
three?
Fatiha,
What were the
it
other
will be 113
What were the other three
chapters.
he didn't add in?
But he had 111 chapters.
Okay, what were the other
Surah 113, 114
Okay, what
was
other surah then?
not in Ubay ibn Masud's Quran.
Surah 1 as well.
Ubay bin Ka'b. How many chapters Ubay bin Ka'b had, sir?
You tell us. What are those 3 surahs?
You don't know. I'm just getting a bit curious because you are making the claims
Do you know-
and you went to university, but
Do
you
want to
don't.
know
You
the
can't.
context? Do you want to know the context? You don't want to learn anything. You don't want to know the
But
opinion.
you don't want to deal with the evidence, that's the thing though. Just
I
giving you
know
the evidence,
exactly
but you
what
don't-
he didn't add in. I know exactly. He thought it was an opener. He even told it himself. He said it was an. I think that it's an opener.
Why his ribs are broken? He got 2 ribs and they were broken because Surah 1, because Surah 113, because Surah 114.
Yes, he was adamant.
Is that the
He was
case?
adamant. Yes. Yes.
And you believe that?
He was certain that.
So
he
you
was-
broke someone's hip because he disagreed with the Quran you have,
He was certain.
and that is the one of the guy
He was certain.
memorized the most of the Quran.
You're bringing that.
Ubay bin Ka'b
He even said
was
it from
best
himself.
of us in the recitation. He had 116 chapters in the Quran, yet in the current Quran there is only 114
Tell us the
chapters.
different, surahs.
Ubay bin Ka'b, I'm going to be very generous. Ubay bin Ka'b, his Quran in his Surah 62 verse 9. Can you open your Surah 62 verse 9?
Where you just say it ends Surah 62 verse 9.
No, I'm just going to compare the verses. Since your brother think Ubay bin Ka'b was just waste of time, I'll give you examples. Surah 62 verse 9, Surah 18 verse 79, Surah 101 verse 5, Surah 111 verse 1 to 2, Surah 10 verse 92, Surah 34 verse 14, Surah 92 verse 1, Surah 873 is only one of some of the examples. Ubay bin Ka'b's Quran was different. I don't even touch the missing surahs and edited surahs.
Let's examine it together. Bring the Quran of Ibn Ubay. Yes. Why
What
is
happened to his Quran? I really wonder. He is the one you needed to take the Quran from. What happened to? How does it make you feel? Knowing that Quran is corrupted by Muslims for Muslims.
It's been standardized.
By whom?
Caliphate commands.
So, it has been standardized by the Caliph Uthman. Is that the Quran you are reading today?
No, I mean, it's been standardized from all the falsifications that were always open at that time.
So this Quran, which is the Hafs Quran, this is standardized by Uthman. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like like.
Can you just tell me? You are someone who went to university. Can you tell me? In 7th century,
Yeah.
did they have the vowels and the dots?
The fact that it was done
No, they
20
didn't
years-
have the dots.
20 years
Can you just
after-
help me to understand if Uthman standardized the Quran, why I can see the vowels and dots in this Quran?
That's just
Dots.
So that's different
Now your
from the
argument is
Uthman's
dots.
Quran.
vowels. And for example, in Urdu,
That's
you can
not
read
just a
lot.
moment. They're not
Are
just
you
vowels.
arguing about dots now?
How many
you
dots
arguing about
you
dots?
have the consonantal letters in Arabic?
Are you
Yeah, I
arguing
understand,
about
but-
dots now?
but we're
So
talking about-
consonantal letters are different
But the pro-
with the dots.
Are you arguing about
Quran
dots?
is an oral tradition. It's not like orally. You don't mention the dots or anything, do you? So, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
When you
this is all-
recite the things orally, because of the vowels, because
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
consonantal letters
Yeah.
between ta and ba,
Yeah.
you say ta because there is a dot.
Yeah.
So, in the time of Uthman, you didn't have the dots for the consonantal letters. In this Quran, I have the consonantal letters and the dots. So this is not the Quran of Uthman.
Arabic speakers.
This is not the Quran of
You're
Uthman.
arguing about dots now.
That's just. Do you know what I mean? Like that's just the script.
make
Like,
it
the
easy.
script.
How
the
can
script-
that
we
just
can-
be the
we can just say-
script?
we can just say like, oh, that's.
Are you able to read this without the dots?
What do you mean? Like, I don't know Arabic personally, but someone who's Arab would be able to read classical Arabic.
How many versions you can bring up from this?
Listen,
How many versions
we have the
of
Birmingham
this,
Quran, there are dots in it. And
which is dated 2 years before the birth of Muhammad?
no,
What
that's
is
not-
your
that's not true,
point?
that's not true.
That is what is the
The
point?
range. It's a radiocarbon dated.
What is that?
It's
a
radiocarbon
range.
What is
dated.
that? What is that means?
So it's been dated, like they've used the carbon isotopes in that
a
Quran
range.
to try and date the period it belongs to.
And
So
can
what
find
what
the
is
exact-
carbon dating?
So it's like, is it carbon 14, right?
Yes.
Carbon
So what is that? What is that?
68 to
So it's
50 something.
yeah.
Fine.
So it's
50,
what are you talking about? The actual date?
I'm asking what is carbon
So they
dating?
look at the ratio of carbon 12 to carbon 14. and
What
try-
is that?
It's just
different
different
isotopes
isotopes.
of carbon.
Possibility.
So when did the animal die? Put it simple.
Yeah.
Okay,
plants,
so
animals.
animal died in 568, between 568
Yes.
to 645.
Yeah.
Okay, so
possibility
when did Uthman canonize the text? No. I'm just trying to make my case. When did Uthman burned all the Qurans? You said
tell you.
Uthman burned
Let me
all the
tell you.
Qurans, which disagreed. When did he do so?
Uthman became caliph.
650.
644.
So 650s.
He became caliph.
650s. So when he burned all the Qurans,
650.
sadly he left out the Birmingham manuscripts.
No, I'm talking about.
So he didn't left out.
He burned all the ones that disagreed with the
He
standard.
burned everything. He burned everything, first of all. So, according to carbon dating,
You can't ignore it. You can't ignore the Birmingham.
The carbon dating extends to that period that you're talking
yeah.
about.
So it could be 2 years before the birth of Muhammad.
It's not going to be logically, is it?
Why not?
Because then, like, how does
So
everything?
what are those? In those 2 pages, do you have Surah 9?
Tell me one.
No. In those pages, Surah 1 is recited 17 times a day. In those 2 pages, do you have Surah 1? No.
arrangement
In
of the
those
surah
pages,
doesn't
no.
necessarily mean
In those
no.
pages, you have the stories which were already known. Okay? Story of Moses. Sir, get on the line. I think you need to come here with your mom. I really think that. So, that's first thing. Those stories were all known to the world. If you go with the carbon dating, you have to say there is a possibility Muhammad received the revelation 2 years before he was born, or there is a possibility that all of the Islamic tradition is lie. If Ottoman burned everything because of the carbon dating, he didn't do that. Just a moment. Just a moment.
To Uthman's period as well.
Canonization of the Ottomanic manuscript, Ottomanic Quran took place in 650 because we know when the battle are happening between Azerbaijan and Muslims in down Arabia. So that.
Even have
Sorry, brother. I'm just gonna bring that. So that's that point, okay? So that's that point. Second point is, if you put all your trust on the carbon dating,
Are you trying to
can
say-
you please just tell me what is the writing style on the Birmingham manuscripts?
Ijaz. And Ijaz.
What is the date?
Ijaz, huh?
What is the date?
For the dates. Huh? Carbon dating is a range.
The carbon dating, you can't.
What
give it
is
in a
the
specific-
dating of the inks? What is the dating
tell
of the
us.
writing
You tell
style?
us.
I know that it's within that
8th
early.
century. 8th century. So,
Ijaz is
if you go with the, if you
No, no,
go,
no, I think
if
with
you
that, with that
go,
manuscript,
just
there's,
just a
earlier writings in earlier ink, and it's been
Hijazi-
written over or something.
no, that's not a palimpsest. That's different.
Okay.
So Birmingham manuscripts, only 2 pages, contains the stories which were known before. If you go with the carbon dating, I am afraid we have to say Allah give Muhammad the revelation 2 years before he was born. And then also I am afraid to tell you,
Bring me one
you are
carbon dating
confirming,
that has
you are
specific
confirming all of the Islamic tradition is wrong if you take the latest date.
Every
When you go to the writing style,
Every
that's
carbon
all
dating has a
disagrees what you are saying. So that's the first point. Second point is, so now we identified we don't have the Quran of Muhammad, okay?
How? Every carbon dating.
If we have the Quran of Muhammad, where is it?
we have a carbon date.
Where is
carbon
everywhere?
Around the world.
Which one? Which one of those?
Ah, yeah, which aisle? Which one of those? Yeah, okay.
So which one of those?
How many we got
Sorry,
there?
this one.
How many we got there, Hatem? More or less. 1, 2,
Brother, don't make me to teach you how to count.
No,
1,
okay,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ah, we got 7.
So,
we got 7
which one of these Uthman's Quran?
You haven't shown us. Listen.
None of them says this is
Show
Uthman's
us a
Quran.
variant. Show us a variant. You have shown us a different reading.
So he saw already. He saw already.
Show a variant.
And then
That's not a variant.
sadly he doesn't read Arabic. Otherwise he could say even the name of the Qurans are different.
Oh,
So
I can see that.
yeah. So can you tell me which one of those are the Quran which Uthman said I'm gonna get rid of all of it and then this is the one?
You haven't shown any variants.
There's no variance. Like there's no variance in meaning in any of those Qurans. They're just different
You showed us
recitations.
tamassul, tamassul.
So how can it be different recitation when the meaning is different, when it is written different, and when is the application is different? And you saw by your eyes. Let me put it something very practice. You are British?
Yes.
Okay, you are British? So, is there a difference in English? Kill and fight.
Yes.
Are you British?
What's the context?
Okay, he's British. So, according to you, yes. According to you, yes. According to you, sir? Yes. So, even in Arabic, sorry, in Arabic, is it different between kill and fight?
The same word. Atil,
In
qatal.
Arabic, it's got different layers of meaning for certain words. They can be. It's not as like blunt as English.
So, in Arabic, kill is different than fight?
The same context.
That's a question, sorry. I don't know if I asking the question for.
depends on the
Is in Arabic, kill different than the fight?
I don't know Arabic. So I
In
can
the
answer
Quran,
like
when it says
that.
fight, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
The same context, yes. When the Quran says
Same
fight,
context.
Yes.
Let me
Fight
ask
the
my
other
question very simple.
Same thing.
What is the word fight in Arabic?
You tell us.
You don't know, don't you?
Okay, tell us the.
You don't, seriously, you don't know.
When you talk,
That's
yeah,
hard. Sir, do you know?
When you talk, you back up with evidence.
You don't know either.
It's the ancient Arabic, I know. Do you know ancient Arabic?
What's the word? What's the word fight in Arabic? Anybody knows?
Let me make it simple.
Arabic.
Show us the
Katala and Kutala. What is the difference between
same
them?
thing. What's your problem?
How can they be same thing while they are written differently, pronunciation is differently, and their meaning is different? Fight and kill.
You haven't shown us a different word, different everything, different. You just show us qatil, qatal.
I seriously believe you need to come. I seriously believe, like bottom of my heart,
Yes.
seriously you need to come
have
with your
issues,
mom
yes, you have
or with your teacher who can help you to kind of listen and understand something I'm saying. I strongly believe that. And I say that with like in good heart. Seriously, otherwise you are just like not helping anything.
You back up with evidence, you just don't talk.
Sir,
Kital.
can you read this word for me?
Kital.
Kital, kital.
Kital, that's the word.
So kital means fight.
You have issues.
What does it mean?
Nah,
You don't know. You don't know. Do you know?
I know it like vaguely, but
Sir, what is this word?
I don't know.
Sir, what is this
That's what it
word?
says. I don't know.
Khotila.
So
Okay.
your response is different from his response.
Wait, sorry.
And
Kutila, yeah.
show us the other one. Show us the other one then.
What does that mean?
Kill.
I don't know what it means, but I can read it.
Okay, you can. So now we heard the pronunciation. Can you read this one? First, I am gonna read the English for you. Okay.
If you bring us a different word like slap,
I already brought it for you. I already did.
we told you the
How many of the prophets fought and with them large bands of godly men?
Show us the Arabic.
But they never lost heart if they met with disaster. And then it goes on, okay? So that's the part.
That says, yeah, Kutala. Yeah,
What is this?
Kutala.
Kutala. What was this?
Reading,
Kutala.
different reading, and different.
So they're
reading.
different.
Yeah, but the meaning, the implication of that verse is the same.
Different reading.
So they are different readings. They are written differently. One of them is fight, other one is killed. And then it is talking about the prophets.
When you go
Would
to
you
fight-
like to be killed or would you like to be just fight?
When you put the implication of fight, you're putting the implication to kill the person.
No, it is talking about the prophets who went to war. If you go to the war, you can get killed or you just fight, come home with the injuries. So I'm asking you, do you want to be the prophet who was killed or do you want to be the prophet who fought?
The same context, man. What is wrong?
When you fight, you're going there with the intention to kill, right?
But are you dying or not?
But obviously,
Are you
no one-
dying
no
or
one-
not? I read the English version
You
for
have a
you.
problem with not understanding people.
Like-
You have a
I
problem.
know. Isn't that so sad? Quran is well detailed, well explained, and we are all struggling to understand this Quran from this Quran. And both of them are well detailed and well
May
explained.
I say something?
One man
May I
of
say
the gospel in 100 years.
May I say
And we
something?
gave you Birmingham Quran, we gave you all those examples. We don't have one.
May I
We
say
don't even
something?
have one in the first century.
Yeah, but
I
you
have-
can't do different options.
I have earliest manuscripts of P52, which is the historical evidence to death of Jesus, confronts the Quran from 30 years after it is written down.
Show us.
Versus your Quran. I love to correct you. This Quran has been officialized in 1980s for your information, not in the time of Uthman. This Quran, Hafs Quran, has been officialized for whole world in 1980s.
Can I answer this man? what he's
Cairo
trying
is
to say to you?
1930s.
Can I say something, please?
Sure, it's speaker's corner, sir.
So you're saying in one Quran it says kill, in another Quran it says fight.
The same thing, the same context.
Just like with, I believe this is what the, correct me if I'm wrong. No. What it's saying, like in the Old Testament, it says young woman. In the New Testament, the same word they use, virgin, which means both the same. Yeah, which means both the same. So
No,
what he's saying is,
no,
kill
that-
and fight
no.
in that context means the same
No,
thing. Is
no.
that what you're trying to say?
So your example just fails.
Why?
Your example just fails. So what I am
Why?
looking is
And
the
I'm a Christian.
what I am looking here is same verse in two different books. Okay? So for you to give me an example, you need to go to the, let's say, New Testament or Old Testament, one of them. You need to, if you are in the New Testament, you need to go to the manuscripts of the New Testament, and then you need to see, oh, that manuscript says virgin, but other manuscript says something else. That's the point you need to make.
It's
So in here,
the Septuagint.
I'm not talking about the translations.
No.
This is the Arabic.
Yeah,
okay? Bible is written different languages.
Yeah, yeah.
Manuscripts of the New Testament is Greek. Manuscripts of the Old Testament, Hebrew and Aramaic and Greek.
The Septuagint or translation
So
of the Old
that's
Testament is in Greek.
yeah, translation of the Old
Well, hang-
Testament.
hang there,
Just
hang
a
there,
no,
hang
no,
there.
no, no.
The
That's not the
Septuagint-
argument.
the-
That's
the
not the
Septuagint-
argument
the
I am
Septuagint's in
making.
Greek. And they use the same word.
The
in the Old
reason it's called
Testament, Greek.
Septuagint, it's because it's Greek.
Yeah,
So
in the New Testament is Greek.
What is
yeah, get on the line. Yeah, get on the line. No,
So the
no,
New
no.
Testament-
So you need to,
You let her finish and then let me say. Yeah,
So
go
you
on,
need to
darling.
bring me. Don't call me
Converse,
darling.
man,
Sorry.
converse.
So you need to, you need
You know how
to.
to talk with people.
Leave her, leave her. Go on.
You
Go
don't
on.
want to listen to
Go on.
people, yeah?
I'm sorry that
Go on, young
because
woman.
your brother is very disrespectful.
How am I
So
disrespectful?
all I'm gonna say to you is,
No, you're going away
you
now.
you
You're running
have
away.
you have
You're running
you
away.
have been to university. You
You're
have
running-
been to university. I am
She's
very
running away.
disappointed. Yes, I am running away. See my running shoes.
The
See
subtraction-
my running
the
shoes.
please allow
Look,
me.
I put my
Please
phone
allow-
here.
please allow
No,
me
sir.
this.
No, sir. Get
Why?
online.
Why?
Because you are not allowing me to make my case, especially this gentleman.
You make your case and
So,
then let me answer you, yeah?
as you
Don't
know-
let it run away.
As you know, and I gave you, I believe I gave you more than enough evidence regarding the corruption of the Quran. And all I can tell you is, you need to go home and then check all I said and do your homework. Because write recitation out of those 7, and then I've got 30 at home. Only one of them is going to intercede for you on the day of judgment, and Quran affects your eternity. That's the bottom line. I'm very disappointed that you come to Speaker's Corner and then make those such a claims. And I'm disappointed, very much disappointed. You don't come to Speaker's Corner with your mom because your mom will be very helpful to you. I'm done.
Are you disappointed doing
Sorry, I'm done because he's just very disrespectful.
Am I
But
disappointed?
I hope to see you again, sir.
So the Septuagint, Greek translation of the Old Testament. So it's in Greek. They use a different word, young woman, and in the New Testament, they use the Greek language again, and they say virgin. So 2 different words meaning the same thing. And this is what this gentleman was saying.
Sir, what is the difference between fight and kill? What is the difference between fight and kill?
Okay, what's the context? You tell us what the fight is. What is
How can the word change from the context? Are the prophets where the prophets killed or where the prophets fight?
Yeah, maybe he knows.
They are 2 different things.
fighting with punching? Are you telling us
He
punching?
knows who was there, he's
Are
got
you
the
telling
video.
us what is it about then? What is it about fighting?
Please come to Speaker's Corner with your mom. If you can't come to Speaker's Corner, get your dress. It might be still helpful.
Yeah, Abbas knows.
You're here to
But
speak.
you're touching personally, just can't answer the question.
What's the difference between fight and kill, Abbas? Do you know?
There is a difference between fight and kill.
Maybe Abbas knows.
Do you want to be killed or do you just want to fight and go home as injured? But it's sad reality. God of this world blinds their eyes of the Muslims as well as block their ears, and they have problem with my engagement skills. Welcome to Speaker's Corner.
The difference between fight and